Professor Maple here. I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse to start off the video there. It was pretty neat to make. Although you notice at the end there that one tree just kind of ghost blocked on my client's side here, so I had to search for it with the torches there. That's what that torch placement was all about. Yeah. So today we're working on this lovely birch hex, which will become our sheep hex of our Settlers of Catan hexes. And from this hex we will have, of course, sheep, maybe a cow, because again there's that American version of Settlers. I'm not trying to encompass all Settlers of Catan versions, but I have played it where you settle the U.S. and there are trains and there are cows instead of sheep for whatever reason. I think they're more important to the U.S.'s colonial history there. But yeah, so this is our cleared up hex almost as soon as these leaves finish decaying here. And we've got some stuff, lots of stuff, and doohickeys and mabaubles and whatchamacallits, and we're gonna not necessarily fill this space, because I think part of what makes this the sheep hexes and the settlers so nice, and I'll throw a picture up on the screen here if I can, or if I can remember more, I think is more the issue. They're nice open spaces, lots of room for everything, so I don't want to clutter up this hex too much, but I do want to give it some visual oomph. So we'll be adding some neat stuff there. In the meantime, though, I've got a bunch of these saplings. I'm going to show you what I've been doing with these saplings from the hexes we've been clearing up here. Except I've gone the wrong way. So we've got to go up, I said. There we go. And then we've got to go back down past the sugarcane farm, which I've stopped auto running because it's at capacity here. And we can plop these saplings in here. So we've got the jungle saplings. I added spruce saplings in here already. I think I needed them for something. And then now we've got our birch saplings in here. So all the saplings that we use in the tree farm over here, the free range tree farm, will be plopped in that chest and ready to go. I'll probably keep extras in the item room because it's right there. Why not? And actually, what's our mushroom farm? How's that doing? It's been pretty darn good. Okay, all right. Mushrooms are pretty slow growers, so I'm impressed that these have been cooking while I've been gone. I'm mighty impressed by that. And it's not fast enough that in 1.14 I'll hook it up to a composter, but it's fast compared to what I was expecting. So that's always nice, eh? Yeah. So we're gonna move on to working on some sheepity hexification up top there. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, guys. So we are back on the sheep hex. I kind of got started a little bit, and pardon my voice. I'm on the tail end of a cold here, but I did start laying out this hex a little bit, and then I was like, maybe we should bring in the viewers on this creative process here. So basically, all I've really started out here so far is continuing this path that I want to sort of bring around the inner circle of the hexes here, and it'll follow the inner circle of the settlers hexes too, up to the what will be that hex over there. Actually, that's spoilers. I don't think I should necessarily have I told you what goes with which hex. I'll save those for as we go. I'll kind of do them because I know what they all are. Like, I know that's acacia, but that one's like a settler's resource. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna just focus on this one, this lovely sheep hex here, or sheep hex to be, I guess, really. So I'm gonna basically lay out what I'm kind of looking for. So that's gonna be our path. This over here, maybe want to do like 4 corners of it or something like that, more or less. I think that's actually fairly square. We're gonna have like a cottage kind of thing that like the path branches off to, so maybe we'll represent that. And the cottage is gonna be for whoever takes care of the sheep on this hex. And also, and maybe I should switch blocks for this, but I'm gonna do like a wall. Yeah, this is all just turning into cobblestone, and if I'm not careful, it's gonna just become all one thing. So I think attached to that, we're gonna have, maybe don't need to make it every block, but like fairly close to the path is gonna be the fence for the or I guess it'll be a stone wall in this case. The wall of the enclosure. The sheep are gonna be the pasture. So it'll probably reach out to the edges here, and then we'll maybe switch back to cobble for a little bit here, because over here there's going to be some sort of structure that goes in, kind of like a shelter. Excuse me, had to cut away for a cough there. So we'll put a structure in here as like a shelter for the animals in the hex here. And then we switch back to our andesite. I'm not going to call it granite this time. I know last episode I called it granite like a bajillion times, but this is andesite, so that's not happening anymore. It's my favorite of those 3 blocks that they added. Like when they added the granite and the diorite and the andesite to the stone. This is super conveniently right here. Yeah, like the andesite's my favorite of the 3, so it really annoys me that I messed that up last episode. But there's not really much I could do now. Edit over it, basically. And I think we're going to just kind of bring it around the rear of the cottage. We might kind of not line it up on purpose here. Make it kind of edge off of that there. And then we might not have room for this now, but I was thinking about having like a small hill somewhere in the middle. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna have room now, unless it just kind of put it right up against the side of the cottage, maybe. Or what if we bring the cottage forward? Okay, yeah, this is why this is all happening in cobblestone first here. So we've removed that path. Take out the cottage. Switch back to our cottage blocks here. And we bring the cottage out to basically where if we bring the path along just the front here and make this the cottage here. Let's see, how wide was it? Because I like the width we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it was right up against that, which is 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it still comes against the wall of the cottage and the wall of the enclosure, which is good, the pasture. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna have a 6x6 cottage, unless things change, which they always can. Kind of bring that in there. And our hill, we've got a bit more room for that hill now. I'm gonna use, maybe I want a 3rd block, because otherwise it's gonna get mixed in with these 2 here. We're gonna use smooth stone for the hill. We use the natural land for the natural land, if that makes any sense at all, which it probably doesn't. Actually, you know what? Now that we've got, maybe I want to move this enclosure over. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's also 6 wide. Okay. So we're gonna move that over about there. Oh no, maybe keep it back as far as it was though. It's a 3rd block, so this is 3rd block there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, one more. There we go. that for reference for the moment. Get rid of that. And then we've got a lot. Okay, yeah, we've got lots more room in the middle for the hill here. So if we go back to our hill block and kind of oh, the voice cracked so much there. Oh my goodness. We go kind of like that, and it's still going to be kind of a small hill. But if we bring it around this way, like because we'll mostly be viewing it from the path anyway, unless we're like flying or something. So if we have something there that's kind of cuts off part of the hill, but I also want to make sure that the hill's not too close to the gate, to the wall, because then the sheep can just escape via the hill going over the wall. So maybe if we do something like that, it might be a bit round, but I think that'll work. Okay, so I think I'm gonna kind of move on from here, and we will see what. It's just a sea of great blocks. So I hope this makes sense to you guys, because if I forget what any of these are, it might not make any sense to me in a little bit here. But we'll have a go and see what we end up with here. So looking at it, it almost looks like, because that's our cottage there. I want to keep that. That's important. That's our. Well, actually, I guess the enclosure, the shelter over there is going to be our minimum one structure for the build, but I want to have two in this one because it's going to be kind of flat even with the hill. But now that I'm looking at it, we might want to get rid of the hill because there's not a whole lot of room for it. And pastures are usually fairly flat anyway. So although I had it in my mind to have a, like a cool pasture with like a hill and a tree in the middle kind of deal, I think we might just ditch that notion. Maybe I'll try it out practically first, once we get sort of the base of the cottage up and whatnot. But I really don't think that part's gonna stay. Okay, so we're back. I've gotten a little bit more progress done here, and I'm trying out this hill. I've only filled it in part way, just enough to see what it's like to have a hill here, and I already had to shave off some of it in order to keep sheep from escaping out the side there. Because yeah, you don't want that. You don't want some sort of like chicken run, but with sheep, or what's the claymation, Wallace and Gromit kind of deal. That's one where sheep escape, right? Or by the same people. It's the Shaun the Sheep. Shaun the Sheep. That's another thing. So we don't want Shaun the Sheep escaping from our pen here. So I think, because especially like that hill, like once we have the cottage in here, it's not going to be like a huge building. So, but it's already going to kind of close things off a little bit, and I think like having the shelter in the back and this hill, it's you can't see my hands moving, but it's gonna close things in a bit, which is not a feel we really want for a pasture. We want it to feel kind of open. So I think we're gonna do away with this this whole silly hill plan I had. We don't need a hill. We've got plus I can use that room now that we don't have a hill there, to add a bit more detail somewhere like feeding troughs or something. Like ideally sheep eat grass, and that's kind of why I imagine all this Minecraft grass is so flat a lot of the time, is because sheep just coming in and eating all the long stuff. But yeah, so we're gonna do away with the hill. I'm gonna maybe, let's see. I'm not sure if I want to work on the cottage next or get an idea of. I'm not entirely sure. I know the general shape of the structure I want to build over there for the shelter, but I'm not sure the material combination yet. So, like the block palette, I think that's block palette's a very important thing in this game, and I think I need to ponder on that a little bit more before I set anything in cobblestone there. I'm at a bit of a conundrum here, so I'm trying to decide on a floor for this cottage, this farmhouse, and I'm not sure if I like the strip logs better, the birch logs, or if I like the planks better. Because the planks, to me, almost they're at least in 1.13 before we get the new texture changes in 1.14. Like, it looks very straight and clean and contemporary, and I kind of want this cottage to feel old, like I know I'm building it right now, but I want it to feel like it was built generations ago. And I feel like I'm so used to putting planks as floor, but I feel like the strip logs just kind of have that worn in feeling that you get with an older floor, and it kind of looks a lot like plywood to me. Like this is what you have on a century home, and this is what you have like if my uncle were to install a floor for you, kind of thing. So I don't know. I'm just so used to this, but this looks. But I also might want to use this somewhere else, and I'm not. That's kind of where I'm hung up. So I think I'll leave this floor for now. Work on some other things. This moon's going down, so it'll be daytime soon enough. And yeah, we'll see what can we get from that. All right, so I think it's time to continue this. Oh, there's something I didn't think about. I think we have to put the windows in first, or decide where we want them to be, because I'm using concrete powder here, and if we don't see that'll connect now. If we didn't put that window pane there, that would just fall through, and we'd have to dig it up again and whatnot. And I'm using light gray stained glass, if nothing else, then so that I can it can match up with the outside of the hex here, and it's a bit more interesting to use colored glass than the regular colorless glass all the time. So, and especially in something like as mundane as a window. So if we do this, then our nice textured walls don't come crumbling down. And actually, let's see, how's that starting to look here? Could put that above the door. Dig that up. There we go. And you know what? Now I've come to another choice decision. Do I do that? That adds some color. I think even though, like, it's not such a bad use of, like, birch is such a hard texture to use with its bark on like that. And it's not so bad against, I guess we could use it against a different concrete powder, but I want to use white concrete here. So this birch is going to swap over to the strip logs, and I think, yeah, that looks better, I think. So we're going to just continue that. Now I was trying to go for something that wasn't just a triangle. I was trying to slope this up a bit. The roof is something I want to make sure I get right the first time, because it's really hard to go up and down if you don't have scaffolding, and you have to remake the scaffolding partway through if you don't place it right the first time. So, and we're losing light here, but I think we should be fine. So I think instead of this, we're going to try something like that. And I know we should be just trying this out on one side here, but we're gonna see how this goes. So if we do that, oh no, we lose kind of the yeah. But then that's just what I had before. What if we... What if we raise it up one? That I think that's better. I think that's a lot better. So if we just take a look back here. Now it's not going to be made of cobblestone because who wants more gray in this gray? But I like the slope we've got now. It's not entirely what I was looking for, but I think what were looking for before, what I envisioned was maybe a bit too exaggerated and cartoony. So I think this is what we're gonna go with. I'm just gonna fill in the roof now with some hay bales. Okay, so let's see how this looks from the front now. Can I get that one? Okay, I'll have to ignore one or two of these blocks, but let's see what we've got. Aha, got you anyway. From the front. Now I'll fill that in with something, I'm sure. But it's kind of blocky. Like, I know it's Minecraft, so like there's not a ton you can do about it, but I don't know. It's all right. It's not. Oh, there's a thought. Maybe I want to use stairs in combination with the straw, with the thatching there. Maybe that'd be interesting. Maybe that would look better than what we have currently. I'll have to look into that. But otherwise, I think we're safe to just fill the rest of this in like that. Oops, except not like that at all. And I'm still, now that it's kind of closed in and whatnot, oops, that's not what I want. Now that it's kind of closed in right now, I'm still not sure. I think I need to get some furniture in here before I can decide which I like better. I'm still trying to get that birch texture to work with something in this build, but I don't think that's it, because we've already kind of established that this is a structural texture. So I think we're kind of going to have to do something like that with it in order to just, because before it was looking really white when I just filled that in with the concrete powder, but now it looks better. There's still there's still something. It looks pretty flat still. Not sure how to fix that. Okay, there we go. That's better. That just had to take out some of those extra blocks, and already it looks a lot better. How's it look from the sky? Like now that elytra is a thing that I can use fairly often. From above, it's still blocky, but it's better than it was. Any day now. Come on, let me walk. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that looks pretty decent like that. Still a little chunky, but I don't think there's much we could do about that. Now, how am I going to spawn proof it? So good news, we've got buttons up here, and we don't really notice them from the path until you get really far out. And even then, what was that noise? That was weird. A little scratchy noise. Even then, you only notice them kind of on the bottom here. Now, if we go up into the sky, the night sky, you don't really notice them unless you're kind of mid-range or like focusing on it. So I think, because as long as we're in the sky, we'll probably be moving anyway. I think that's fine. That's something I can live with. Let's get some daytime. Let's get some vitamin D in our systems. And then I think I want to give a quick iron update. So this thing's still pumping out golems, which is good. Nothing's updated, so we haven't needed to worry about things breaking a whole heck of a lot. Except that skeleton farm that I still have to... Well, I might not need to repair it now that I have the mob farm, but mob farm's not really up to full capacity yet either, so... What have we got? We've got just over a stack here, which is not going to be nearly as much. It's 2 blocks there. 9 blocks. Okay. Alright. And then if we... Can I take off here? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, that was dangerous. Okay. Okay. I cut it a bit close there. Let's see. If we go down... Actually, I think I'm keeping an iron supply in my ender chest here, so as long as we have... Nope. Am I just keeping it in my iron stash over here? Let's see. No, where the heck am I putting all this iron? Is it not in a shulker box? Is it in here somehow? Oh, wait, I know. Although I can craft... There it is. Or if that's not it, I'm taking it anyway. Oh, we're running it short. Do I have... I do, actually. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should only 4. There we go. Yeah, we're taking all my iron. Craft that up into 2 more blocks. And that gives us 61. That's just that might be half of a layer here. Eventually I'll finish eating this fish. There we go. Let's see. How safe is it? Oh, let's see. Let's take that literally. I don't have... Oh, dang it. I didn't bring my ender chest with me, and I need that to see in the dark. Wait, do I have potions in here for that? Yeah, here we go. This is what I want. Alright. So, looking at my other screen there, I'm not seeing too many creepers. It's all skeletons and stuff, so I think... Oh, they're firing at me here. Let's get rid of them, put them in the farm. And I think we can safely go up there now. Gonna have to do that from over here, though. Oh, that didn't fall the way I wanted it to, but we'll grab the bones. And, not by choice, but we'll also grab the arrows. And we'll climb back up here. I put trapdoors in here to at least limit the glowiness we're looking at there. Oh, it's still super loud there. We're going to get attacked by spiders pretty much off the bat here, I bet. Yep. Hold shift and we don't fall down. Like, Oh no. This is dangerous. This is all sorts of dangerous. I need to just fix this. I need to finish this farm. Oh, that was close. That was close. I need to eat things, though. And then we'll just take out... We'll snipe that one. And, oh, this one wants some of us here, too. Oh, looks like that skeleton went down there. So just that skeleton. Off you go. And that spider. I said that oh no, that was close. There. We're just gonna leave his drops there. Alright, there we go. So I think this should be enough for half of this ring, maybe? Think 2 stacks is what I need per ring. And it's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need another 6 stacks. So, sorry, times 2 is 12 stacks of iron blocks. And each block is 9 ingots, so 12 times 9. Oh no! Oh, this. Oh, good thing I had what? Good thing I had the elytra, but that was kind of weird. Can I just fly up there? Is that a thing I could do? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I don't want to stay here. There's a creeper. Oh, that could have ended really not well at all. I could have got so bad. My goodness. Oh, yeah, fight, fight, fight. Oh, skeleton one. Oh, but did he really? Oh, there are creepers down there. I can't fall. Oh gosh, I'm being shot at from within. But if I fall in there, I am very doomed, and so is this farm, because I'm not gonna want to finish it. Ah, there we go. I'm not gonna want to finish it if I fall in and get creepered and it blows up. That's gonna be just a bad time. All right, guys. So I just went back to edit what we had so far, and we are way over time. I'm not sure. Well, I definitely am having fun. So I'm not sure if it's that or just me being sick. I'm not paying as much attention to time or something. But yeah, well, yeah. So you know what they say: time flies when you're having fun. Um, but I think it's time for me to fly into another episode here. So if you enjoyed this one, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more as we work on this lovely base behind me here. And I'll see you next episode when we work a little more on that lovely. Well, let's see if I could get in here. That lovely sheep hex behind me there, as well as that other project. I didn't really do much of another project this episode, so we'll probably focus on that. Oh, I don't want to be here. I'm gonna fall in lava if I stay there. Anyway, have a good now, have a good later, and I'll see you next episode. Goodbye. Oh, that was close.